Fucking 4 days out, you guys.
4 days out. Right. If you could slate your name,
Yeah.
your class, your occupation.
Hi, it's me, Marisha Ray. Full-time content creator, amateur boxer. So stupid. What am I doing? Part of the reason why I wanted to do this so badly is because, I've been making content on the internet for 10 years and been going hard with Critical Role as our own business for 5. So I was feeling the burnout, I was feeling tired. I haven't done anything for myself in a decade. So it's been really great. I wanted something to kind of mix up my routine and shake it up and have this kind of opportunity and to do something that just kind of pushes myself in another way that has nothing to do with hoping our metrics are good enough to support the business, and stressing about if we don't get enough views, does it justify continuing this series, etc. Of course, all that is still in the background. This is one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. And I worked on Hollywood Boulevard for 3 years. And this was fucking hard. I haven't seen friends in 3 months. I don't go out. So I have to be in bed by 9:30, 10. And if you get anything under 7 or 8 hours of sleep, especially if you're sparring the next day, you're gonna literally feel it. You're gonna not feel focused, and that's when you start getting that's when you can get hurt, when you're literally eating hooks. Poor Matt has had to deal with it where he's so-and-so wants to go out and they want to dinner at 8. And I'm like, I can't. I just can't. Please, you go. Please. I don't want to hold you back. And he's like, well, I guess I'll have a wife after this. And I'm like, and I remember texting Josh, my coach, and I was like, is this why so many fighters are single? He was like, fighter life is a lonely life. And that's come up a few times. And I don't want to make it sound like I've been alone through this, because I obviously haven't. And if anything, there's been an immense amount of support structure behind me, not just with the Creator Clash crew, but between my coach and my personal trainer Dan and all the other fighters and coaches at Lobos. I was really nervous because, as you know, I started my training kind of in that back private room at Brick. And then when we started stepping it up after the holiday break, Josh was like, yeah, we're going to start training at Lobos. And I was terrified because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be training in a gym, a boxing club. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be embarrass myself, and all these people are gonna judge me. And no, everyone there is a little cinnamon roll and was so supportive, and everyone was always so open and willing to just talk or give advice. And that goes from everything from actual fighting technique and pointers or just things that they would see, to sending me fight videos, to even just the mental game and the mental aspect of it. So through all of this, there's been, I feel crazy supported. It's funny, we were actually just talking about this because I started this process right after we all got back from Burning Man, and I hadn't had a time to wash my car yet, so it was just coated in this layer of dust. And he was waiting in the parking lot for me when I pulled into the gym for the first time, and I remember him being and the first thing he says to me was what the fuck is this? I was like, I just got back from Burning Man 2 days ago. And he was like, the fuck? All right, come on, let's get in the gym. So he wasn't like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Josh. He was like, What? So I think it was actually a good first impression though, because it immediately set him up for just how a little crazy I am, which is good. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had the coach-student dynamic for a while. It truly is like a deeply unique relationship. Because these coaches, they see us at our best, and then they also see us at our worst. So there's like this level of trust and vulnerability that you get to with your coach far quicker, and maybe even more so than like some people that I consider some of my closest friends. He's had me crying on his shoulder. He's also seen me extremely pissed off. He's also seen me on my best days when I'm like feeling like I'm fucking on top of the world. And also just the immense amount of time that I've been spending with him as well over this past, 6-7 months. There were days where I saw more of Josh than I saw of Matt. And I'm eternally grateful because there's also a deep emotional investment on his end as well. I remember constantly like poking Josh to be like, when you gonna spar? I feel like I should start sparring. And he's like, calm down. I don't think you're ready. And I had full like put me in coach energy. And then he started training Andrea Botez for Ludwig's chess boxing event. And he's like, all right, the two of you can spar. You're both green as fuck. So let's do this. And then it was really only after like 6 weeks that I did the first sparring. And man, it was bad. It in the moment I was trying to like stick with the technique, but you also are dealing with a lot of these like your reaction is to go like this, and then she was doing the same thing, so it just kind of looks like a bunch of people going like this at each other. That's basically what it was. I still walked away being like cool because we went a full 10 rounds. The second time we sparred, she kind of kicked my ass. And it felt like that was the first time that I remember like walking back to my car, like trying not to cry.
75 days till Creator Clash. This was just one of those days where sometimes it's like, I feel like I'm like 2 steps forward and 1 step back on this shit. And I get that that's part of it, but I get so fucking mad at myself. I just want to make sure I'm like constantly improving and doing good, and I just want to do justice to all the hard work that like everyone's investing in me. And I don't know why I'm crying. I just want to do good. Ended up staying like an hour after training today to just work the bag and work shadow boxing. To try and like fix the things that I was feeling bad about today. So, better tomorrow. That's the goal. Better tomorrow. Okay, this video got long.
I don't think there's anybody harder on me than myself. I mean, there's been days where coach has been hard on me throughout an entire training session. Like, you're better than this. Push yourself. You're reverting. You're going backwards. But then, like, the worst symptom of that is me being like, fuck, you dumb, stupid bitch. Fucking just focus. Fuck, just be better. You can be better. He's right. You can do better. And then at the end of the training, he'll be like, let it go. Be better tomorrow. That shit's hard. Everything is for charity. Everyone involved in this, they're doing it because they wanted to challenge themselves. They wanted to mix up their shit, but also because it's for a good cause. Everyone is so dedicated to trying to blow past the donation amount from last year, which was like 1.3 million or something like that. So, we're trying to crush that. I know Anissa wants to like double that at least. Go support all these amazing charities, including CRF. So stoked that the Critical Role Foundation is able to be a part of all of this. you know, I would say this is what we wanted when we started our own nonprofit, which we did. I never anticipated it would be through a little bit of bodily harm to help support our incredible foundation, but here we are. Yeah, go get a Pop shirt in Critical Role store. $15 of a Pop shirt goes to the CRF. So yeah, it's gonna be good. At the end of the day, we're all winners. You know, my family has always been deeply supportive of everything that I do. Yeah, I wouldn't be in LA if it wasn't for my family. They have gone along with every fucking crazy harebrained idea that I've done. They're always like, yeah, okay, sure, if that's what you want. And including this one. This is not to say that they're not like, I don't know if I want to watch you get punched in the face. And I'm like, that's fair. And they're like, but we'll be there ringside to watch you get punched in the face. And I was like, dope. So they're excited and simultaneously nervous at the same time.
When she told me what she was getting up to, I was like, wow, there was 1,000 things you could have told me and never would have guessed that one. You know, that's really cool. And then I thought about it and I'm like, that's cool though, you know, and I'm like, and then when it sank in, it was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool stuff. I couldn't be more proud of my daughter. I always told her, so, well, your dad's your #1 fan, which is probably cliche, but it is true, you know, and you know, it's just really amazing. It's tough, but it's like she said, I want to do this for myself. And I said, hell yes, and you're going to get so much support. I said, you got this.